Okay, I did it. I restarted it, and it seemed to be a bit better. So, hopefully, it was working earlier. I don't know why it kept freaking up for me. Annoying.
With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero the perfect
I'm not gonna do that.
What can change a person's nature? Is it memories? Unfortunately, the result is just the opposite.
My final rebellion.
Rise from your dormancy and follow me as soaring dragon of the wilderness. Mountains roar, dragons rise! Earth shatters, heaven trembles.
Can't remember what I was doing.
Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest.
Hello.
The Evernight draws me.
Sorry, I had to restart my stream. It was really laggy, like it was pausing. I really said not to open.
Self-righteous path strider of the harmony.
But how are you, my child? Are you fucking panic on me? I look like panic on me for sure. Not the best. Yesterday was a very busy day. Yeah, that is Sunday. I knew it. Okay. So we're gonna go back to Pentagon, I think. Maybe.
Let the trail blaze write an ending unlike any that ever was.
So yesterday I went to a job interview. And then I went to the dentist.
Good afternoon and good evening.
Because I've been having really bad pain, and I woke up I think yesterday without being able to really eat.
I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Because my jaw kind of is locked due to the pain. And so I went to the dentist and I got checked. They did a new X-ray because they wanted to see why it was hurting. And they just said that instead of coming out, it went in. It's like curving in my tooth.
The express is gone.
And it's hitting a nerve.
Long time no see, dear viewers.
And due to that, it's like swelling up. It's like swollen inside.
It's always nice to meet
So
acquaintances.
Thank you,
they
Mr.
said
Albert, for inviting
that
us. You're still as lively
they're
as
gonna
always.
send me to a
It feels like we've only met
specialist
yesterday. I can't believe it's already been
to
so long.
Reuniting with old friends
like
is
to
like a
remove it
bird
because they
returning to
don't
its
feel
nest.
comfortable enough
It's good
or
to see that you're
capable
doing well,
enough
Mr.
to
Albert.
do it
perfectly honest,
themselves because
I'm
it
really
is
looking
just
forward to seeing you all
really deep
again.
inside
It's like having a family
and it's hitting a
reunion.
nerve and they just
Mr.
don't feel
Albert is welcome to come visit the Express more
experienced or I
often.
guess
I've even
trained
gotten some
enough
inspiration
to
from Amphorius
take
for a
out
new
a
style
wisdom
of
tooth
coffee.
that deep inside.
Well, I'll definitely visit if I have time. But let's first get to today's main topic. In the previous version story, the Trailblazer took on the role of the Deliverer, breaking new hope.
So right now,
for his deadline.
I took medicine,
With
so the
combined
pain
efforts
isn't
of our
as
companions,
bad,
both inside and
but
outside
it does
Amphorius,
drop
this world has
from
completed its final flame
different
chase
stuff.
journey according
I'm
to our
just
will.
waiting. I'm
We
just
also forced
surviving at the
Lycus to
moment.
compromise with us. Without that genius's constant meddling and obstructions, we have an even greater chance of defeating Iron Tomb.
Miss March, or should I say Miss Evernight, provided critical assistance on this front.
Definitely. She
Yes.
helped the Trailblazer
My
break
wisdom
free from
tooth
the
and I are
Excellent
not being
and return to
friends. And this
Amphorius,
is
and she also headed
my
over the
last
core flame
tooth.
of
So
wall-bearing through
thankfully,
blocks.
I don't have to deal with it afterwards
Even
again.
though she looks quite different, I still believe that March is on our side.
But it feels like
I
Evernight
I
has a
will.
dangerous
probably-
aura about her.
I'll probably
What exactly happened to March?
Yeah, those jellyfish floating around here
take a
don't
couple
look
days
like
off
they
after I
should
get
be
it
left
removed.
here.
I don't know
The
when that'll be.
situation in
They'll have to.
Amphorius is
They'll call
changing
me and let me
rapidly.
know when to
Based on
schedule
what
the
Miss
appointment.
Evernight said, it
But
seems she also
whenever
has her
I
own ideas about Era
do
Nova.
get it
Mr.
removed,
Sunday is quite
you know, I'll make
perceptive.
a public
In the version
announcement about
3.6
it
story,
and probably take like a
Evernight will
week or
attempt
so
to
off.
save Amphorius by
So it only
implementing
takes
her
about
own idea of Era
7-ish
Nova.
days for it
Her
to
own
get
idea?
to heal up,
Would
I
it
guess.
deviate from the plans we made with the Chrysosairs?
Even though Evernight has good intentions and won't harm the Trailblazer, her plans do indeed clash with our current concept of deliverance. So Evernight ends
I
up
mean,
interfering with the
it's
Trailblazer's plans
good
through
to have
certain
them,
means.
I guess. As long as they
Time
don't
is
bother
running
you,
out.
it's fine.
There's no more room for hesitation, Miss Himiko.
The
I
problem
wish
for
to
me
return to
was
Amphorius.
But you've only been back for such a short
that,
time. And it's too risky with all the dangers Amphorius has shown.
Any
my brain
risk
is
is
not
worth
braining
it
enough
as
for this
long
shit.
as we can bring back the Trailblazer in March and reunite all
I got
the
mine.
Express
I got
crew.
2 removed back
You
in
would do the same in my
2020 to
place.
2021. It was in mid-COVID.
You're right. I should have known you'd say something like that.
Since Amphorius is a world
The top
enveloped in
tooth was
memoria,
infected, and
there
then the
must also
bottom
be
tooth
something I
on
can
the
assist
right
with.
side was also
Miss Himiko,
infected.
I will do everything I can to help them return safely.
Got infected and
I
2
also
weeks
believe that
apart, I
Miss
think, or
Black
1
Swan
month.
will
I
make
don't
the
remember
same
exactly.
choice.
You
But
kids.
it was bad. The pain was
Promise me
really
that you'll
bad.
take care of yourselves, all right?
Then, I think back in
will.
June, I got
Of
the
course.
top tooth on my left side removed, and then now my right side is
Moved!
pretty.
Oh, the Astral Express family must be brought back together. However,
So it's
due to the time dilation
this is my
inside
last tooth that I
Amphorius,
have. Thankfully,
Don
no more
Hung may
after
see
this.
some serious changes once he's back on Amphorius.
Is this the
Like
sacred
a
tree
school.
in the Grove of Epiphany? Why are all its
Ooh.
leaves dyed gold?
Only a few grains of sand have fallen through the hourglass, but already so many years have passed. There is something melancholic about it.
There also seems to be a few strange creatures here.
These are actually twisted monsters when the Garden of Recollection's mimetic life forms merge with the Destruction's golden blood. They're preventing Don Hung and the Trailblazer from reuniting. In order to make our journey go more smoothly, I'll present some
will.
intel here about the head of these monsters.
What the
Ichor
fuck is
Memo
that?
Sprite, Judge of Oblivion. This monster's specialty is that it can target a single ally character and launch multiple single target attacks. If the target of the Judge of Oblivion's attack is protected by a shield, the Judge's toughness will be reduced after the attack.
Looks like you'd ideally want a character in your team that provides shields when fighting this monster.
Exactly. In addition, before the Judge of Oblivion uses its ultimate, we have to manually select an ally character to take the most damage.
I see.
Also, in the version 3.6 story, we will head into and explore the
What the
great
fuck is
tomb of
this
a
enemy?
nameless titan.
Nameless. Is there a 13th Titan outside the 12 we know?
This is the deepest ruin in Amphorius. After it is stripped of its mythical embellishments, the colossal storage matrices flicker incessantly, recording an unknown past.
Oh? An unknown past?
Uh-huh. We learned previously in the story how the two paths of erudition and destruction have influenced Amphorius. This world is less a place where paths intersect, and more a place where paths battle to the death. And now, the path of remembrance entanglement with Amphorius' millions of epochs will also be brought to light. I'll let you in on a little secret. Perhaps it all has something to do with a certain pink companion?
Ah.
Okay, now let's take a short break. So we'll resume when we're back.
I forgot how to take pictures. I'm not really mentally like awake. hear you. Kind of forgot what I was doing, and my brain is just, no, it's kind of. I don't know. I live here though.
All right.
That's
so
all I can really say.
March was drawn into Amphorius for some unknown reason, but she also transformed into Evernight? What's the relationship between the two of them?
Well, according to what Evernight herself said, Evernight symbolizes March 7th's forgotten past, and she's existed up to this point in order to protect March 7th's future. We learned from the 3.4 storyline that March 7th, who appeared to be encased in ice on the Express, actually entered Amphorius before we did. Evernight only shows up when March 7th's life is in grave danger, which means March 7th must have encountered serious trouble during her time adventuring alone.
Grave danger.
That's...
She symbolizes the forgotten past. That means Evernight's formidable powers could also originate from March's unknown past.
Mm-hmm. Dan Heng and the Trailblazer aren't the only ones on the Express hiding mysterious powers. Of course, March 7th has always been the most precious thing to Evernight, and the one she'll give everything to protect.
I just got the code. I just did the code. I took a picture of it.
It takes to protect March 7th and make March's wishes come true, regardless of the collateral damage. You've got to be careful around her.
Actually, there was something in version 3.5 that I've been thinking about this whole time. Those memo keepers from the Garden of Recollection who tried to trick the Trailblazer seemed very afraid of Evernight. The memo keepers left as quickly as possible when she appeared. Is there some connection between Evernight and the Remembrance?
No, we can't reveal any specifics right now. But the Remembrance is not a unified faction. Different sects and memo keepers all have their own agendas. Evernight is very aware of the plot that the Garden of Recollection is currently scheming, and she hasn't held back in dealing with these memo keepers to clear the way for the Trailblaze. Naturally, she became someone they wish to avoid.
Oh.
All right, I'll leave it to everyone to find out more of Evernight's story in the game. Next, let's see what Evernight does in combat. Evernight's forte is working in sync with memo sprites. Her memo sprite is called Evie, and it shows up as a little jellyfish next to her when she enters battle. Evernight can increase the crit damage of all memo sprites on the team.
Ooh,
the more
crit
Remembrance
damage.
characters on the team, the bigger the increase.
Fascinating.
When she summons the jellyfish during combat, Evernight gains Memoria. Accumulating Memoria will gradually increase the damage dealt by the jellyfish. After reaching a certain number of Memoria stacks, the jellyfish will immediately take action and deal damage to all enemies.
Her combat style is completely different from March's previous styles. It's much more
Pokemon
intimidating.
battle.
It seems that if you want Evernight to perform better in battle, you need to accumulate a lot of Memoria and trigger the jellyfish to self-destruct as much as possible to deal more damage.
Exactly! When Evernight or the jellyfish's HP drops, Evernight will gain a certain amount of Memoria, and both herself and the jellyfish will gain buffs. Here comes the key point. When she uses her ultimate, Evernight deals damage to all enemies, and she and the jellyfish will enter a special enhanced state called Darkest Riddle. In that special enhanced state, the damage dealt by Evernight and the jellyfish is increased. After Evernight uses her enhanced skill, she'll also gain extra Memoria.
Even the jellyfish changed to a red and black color. Evernight in this state seems much more dangerous.
Why is Evernight always holding an umbrella?
This umbrella is her little assistant. When she's facing enemies, it becomes her weapon, dragging the enemies into the Evernight.
Oh.
After using her technique, at the start of the next battle, Evernight increases all allied memo sprites' crit damage and gains some points of Memoria. Alright, now let's take a look at our other companion who gained a new form. Dan Heng Permansorteri.
Look at this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Right. I got all the codes in there because I was late to the stream. Okay. Yeah. I like the dragon.
So, what happened to Mr. Dan Heng? How did he gain a new form?
On his journey to find the Trailblazer, Dan Heng encountered obstacles in the shape of both Evernight and Terravox, demigod of Earth. After obtaining the power from Bipeder Lunay's Azure Dragon, Dan Heng took another step forward on the path of permanence to protect his friends and save Amphorius. He unlocked the powers of Permansorterai, powers that only belong to him.
The Golden Dragon soars above the lands for one reason: to protect all.
It seems as though Dan Heng's powers this time are related to the earth and
with
mountains,
more dragons. Yeah,
his water dragon form from
kind of
before.
knew about it.
Overall, he also seems a lot more composed.
This trailblazing expedition through Amphorius has strengthened.
Yeah. Whenever he
true
got
inner
drip
desire.
market, there was a lot of memes of we just need one more Dan Heng, and we have a full team of Dan Heng.
Permansorterai's powers come from this desire.
Having taken the Earth
From what people
flame,
think, we're
Dan
supposed
Heng
to get him
also
for
becomes
free,
even
but I don't know if
more
that's
closely
true or
tied to
not.
this world.
So, is this why Mr. Dan Heng is now taller?
Oh.
Amphorius's
Nah,
earth
it must be.
creatures usually have powerful builds, like mountain dwellers and dromuses. I suppose that growing taller is a side effect of accepting the earth core flame.
Oh.
Ah.
Dreamus is
By
the
comprehending
first though.
the
Yeah, literally.
The world can one's path lead to everlasting existence. For the person Dan Heng is right now, aligning with the way of the
Three
world
months-
means
yeah,
to
all
share
three
the
of them.
same fate as Amphorius.
Only he has to pay
In
the
the
price.
future, Dan Heng will continue to explore the way of the permanence and look for more possibilities within the permanence.
After gaining these new powers, I can provide my team with comprehensive protection during battle. When using my skill, I will designate one ally character as my bondmate and summon Soul Dragon for them. At the same time, I will provide a stackable shield to all allies.
Oh? You can give your teammate an extra summon?
When Soul Dragon takes action, it dispels one debuff from all allies and provides a shield.
You've kept your word and carried out your conviction to protect everyone. You sure bring a sense of security.
When I use my ultimate, I will deal damage to all enemies and provide a shield to all allies. At this time, Soul Dragon will be enhanced. When it takes action, it will launch a follow-up attack on all enemies.
By using follow-up attacks, Soul Dragon can also build up more shields for the entire team, adding another layer of protection. Take another look at the screen. When Finan is the bondmate and activates his territory, the Soul Dragon can follow him into the effect to safeguard him.
When I use my technique, I will daze the enemies within a certain radius and make the character who triggers combat my bondmate. At the start of the next battle, I will use my skill once on this character without consuming any skill points.
The ability to grant a summon to a teammate will make for a lot of fun combinations.
You'll have to uncover more of these lineup combos in the game then.
Our bonds of companionship stand more sturdy than the toughest rocks. You can now trust Dan Heng to watch your back in a fight even more.
Now, let's take a look at version 3.6's banners. In version 3.6's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Evernight. Limited 5-star light cone to Evernight stars will also have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star character The Herda is returning, and at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone Into the Unreachable Veil will become available once again. In version 3.6's second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Dan Heng Permansorterai. The limited 5-star light cone, The Worlds Apart, will also have a boosted drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star character Anaxa is returning, while at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone Life Should Be Cast to Flames will become available once again.
Thank you for the introductions, Mr. Albert.
Fucking look
No
on it.
problem.
I forgot I need a still pick and saver.
Version 3.6 will also have a new animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.6. Make sure you don't miss it!
Oh, an animated short about Dan Heng? Then we'll have to pay close attention. The art style also looks quite unique this time.
The lines and colors are clearly defined, with a very strong 2D feel. It's almost like a mural, and it's definitely very different from the usual animated shorts.
In addition, a mirrored Celestia short about March 7th is also coming soon, so stay tuned!
Well, the animated short isn't the only thing with a unique style. We saw many unique things about March and Dan Heng today, too.
Since setting out in the Star Rail, March 7th and Dan Heng have been the Trailblazers' closest companions. They've experienced so much together, and they've all quietly gone through various changes throughout the journey. Before the start of this program, Dan Heng asked me if he could take this opportunity to say a few heartfelt words to the Trailblazer. Mr. Dan Heng?
Thank you, Mr. Albert. Now then. You once asked what trailblazing meant to me. It has taken on thousands of wills and thousands of forms. To trailblaze is to be with those who save themselves.
Hi, Grandman, how are you?
It is to be with all living things.
True.
And to be with you. No matter the ebb and flow of fate, even in the face of tempestuous seas,
I've been okay.
in the name of trailblazing, I will guard your way forward. Calamity undone, lands beneath me. What remains is permanence.
Free to claim. There you go. Or limited attack pass, only one romantic part. Thank you. Well, the code's already up.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Up next, it's time for the version events. On a warm and sunny day, Professor Naxa announced that he would be going into seclusion for a while to concentrate on his academic research. Before he left, he gave the Trailblazer a special Dromus egg to look after.
Avatar.
Professor Anaxa must trust the Trailblazer very much. He likely thinks the Trailblazer had a lot of fun with Dromuses, so they're well suited for each other.
Well, they both like to eat dirt.
Well, it just so happened that the egg hatched while under the Trailblazer's care.
Yeah, and when I first saw the Trailblazer, he couldn't help but yell out,
Papa!
Aww.
Baby
Sure,
Dromus
I'm
was just
gonna be
born,
mad,
but
literally.
his son started
But I'm
a
70% sure it wasn't me.
full of endless
I think it was a
possibilities.
positive.
So, as his designated parent, the Trailblazer must take on the responsibility of raising little Dromus into adulthood. One clump of red soil at a time.
The Trailblazer has some experience in parenting. The saga of Primavera Blade is proof of that.
Thank you.
So, what needs to be done exactly?
It is said that Giorios gave all the Dromuses 3 gifts: indestructible musculation, perspective spiracuity, and connective charasplendor. These traits are important indicators that show how well a Dromus is growing. The Trailblazer can schedule daily activities for the Dromus while it's under their care. Aside from studying, you can also take your child out to relax, feed them snacks, play with them, give them a nice hot bath.
Me too.
And based on the Trailblazers' educational methods, the Dromus baby will gain different stats and traits.
This child is just too cute. Those big and shiny golden eyes are just like the Trailblazers.
Like it's their own flesh and, like a child they raised themselves.
Every once in a while, there will be a test
Not
to
their own
assess
flesh and
overall
blood.
progress.
Of course, if your child isn't getting the grades you want, don't worry. The Trailblazer can also directly help their child pass the test.
This educational philosophy seems a bit too lenient.
In addition to all this,
Parenting.
the baby Dromus
Ow.
will experience different stories as it grows up
I already
and
have
will
like
trigger
2
some
kids. I
special
don't need
events.
another one.
Wow, you can even change its outfit.
Some Chrysos
Hey,
Air
Papa.
friends will also participate in helping the Trailblazer raise the baby Dromus.
You and your little
With the
brother.
help and support of so many companions, I believe that the baby Dromus will grow up happy and strong and become the Dromus of its dreams.
During the event, Trailblazers can also obtain rewards such as an avatar. I hope all the Trailblazers enjoy this wonderful Amphorian family time.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Let us now turn to the other version events.
All right. In version 3.6, the event Colorful Mayhem will come online. First, the Seal Slammers event will return in a new multiplayer mode called Double Seals. This time, the Trailblazer can deploy a total of 6 baby seals. 3 of them will be deployed as the main combatants, while the other 3 can be paired with a main team member to help in battle.
So, in addition to considering which seals should be the main combatants, selecting the right supporting seals will also be key to securing a victory.
Aside from Seal Slammers, Origami Bird Clash will also welcome a Best of the Flock mode during this event. A total of 30 contestants will
30?
participate in a single competition. The 30 contestants will be ranked, and the contestants who
could go
score
to the-
below a target level will be eliminated at the end of each round.
An Origami Bird Remake Battle Royale Edition sounds thrilling and exciting.
Yes. With the Trailblazers' 2 favorite Clash and Slam events coming back together, there should be plenty of clashing and slamming all at once this time.
Well, I heard that this event was also made for Don Hung Seal Master.
Unnecessary.
Version 3.6 also brings another combat event for Trailblazers. One
Ooh,
day,
Sparkle.
Kate, a member of the Penacony Bloodhound family, picked up a dream bubble called Try Not to Laugh Challenge, and she invited the knowledgeable and experienced Trailblazer to participate in this
Try not to
mysterious
laugh.
challenge.
Ooh.
In the challenge, some characters will turn into comedians. When the surprise box on the action bar takes action, the comedians can open up a surprise gift from within and provide combat assistance to the team.
During combat, the Trailblazer needs to charge up the surprise box as much as possible and use it to vanquish multiple waves of opponents.
Could such a delightful event be the work of Director Sparkle?
If the masked fools are involved, then Sampo might show up too, right?
As the battle progresses, the Trailblazer will be able to unlock more comedians, and they can use different methods to charge the surprise box and activate different combat effects. Time for a true display of your comedic talents. In addition, for Trailblazers looking to challenge themselves and test their limits, we've added a new high difficulty trial in version 3.6 that will be updated periodically. Named Anomaly Arbitration. Anomaly Arbitration will be updated once every version, and Trailblazers will be able to face extremely challenging enemies in this mode.
Extremely challenging. Can you elaborate on that, Mr. Owlbert?
Anomaly Arbitration consists
Me and
of 3
E6
trial
played
stages
against the
and
world.
1 final stage.
Oh god.
Trailblazers must form 3 separate teams to take
Fuck.
on the trial stages.
I lost there.
After completing the trial stages, Trailblazers can assemble any characters into a team to challenge the even more difficult final stage.
It does seem very intimidating.
Once they clear the final stage, Trailblazers can obtain the
You lost
brand
me at
new
3.
Interference key item.
Oh.
So it's like a new
When
endgame.
using variable dice to reassign subsidiary stats of a 5-star relic, the interference key can be added to block one subsidiary stat, preventing that stat from being enhanced during this reroll.
That is very useful. Now there's a higher chance of enhancing key substats.
Yep. In addition to this, Trailblazers can obtain limited time avatar frames and medals based on their score when clearing the stage. Furthermore, there will be a brand new store added in version 3.6.
Oh, we get a new little pet.
Rewards, which include the
Oh my god.
Complainer.
It really is Complainer.
My color.
So cute. I like to challenge myself, so I'll definitely try this event out.
Tokens are mainly obtained through clearing anomaly arbitration stages. At the same time, you can also use jade feathers to exchange for a certain amount of the new token in each period's priceless jewel store. The store's offerings will continue to expand in the future.
Oh god, I'm gonna be
Trailblazers will also receive a little
I'm gonna do
surprise
it.
gift from Pom Pom.
Perhaps it's Evernight. I don't know.
When Trailblazers log into the game,
Like my soul.
they will obtain an interference key for free and a certain amount of the new token.
Thank you,
We'll
conductor.
have to thank Pom Pom then.
Fat ass I sold.
All right, time for a short break. There's still more version news to share with you when we come back.
Are we getting Yes, we are now. According to this game. Thank you. I'm having crumbs when my mouth hurts. Everything hurts at this point.
Welcome back. Let us continue with more version content. First, our old friend Gift of Odyssey will arrive on schedule in version 3.6.
The Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange events will also return. Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
In version 3.6, Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Hidden Salvation is also set to come online. Successfully beat it to obtain 2 relic sets, World Remaking Deliverer and Self-Enshrouded Recluse.
Version 3.6 also brings some system optimizations for everyone. Firstly, the main story replay function previously mentioned will officially come online. Trailblazers can choose to re-experience completed Trailblaze missions, Trailblaze continuances, and companion missions. At the same time, they can freely choose if they wish to view specific cutscenes and cinematics. Now, catching up and keeping up with the story will be easier than ever.
And
Probably.
we can rewatch the most exciting clips and animations from the story.
Yes, of course.
You know what I'm gonna be
Trailblazers
using that
quickly
for.
understand the
I'm gonna
important
go
events
stare
of
at
the
Blade.
current version. Version 3.6 will also introduce the Journey Highlights function. On the Journey Highlights tab, Trailblazers can quickly view important ongoing and upcoming events. They can also get info about the rewards for the corresponding events.
It's certainly more intuitive now, and the goals are clearer.
Next up, we'll introduce some collaboration news. Honkai Star Rail and 8-Bit Do are releasing an Evernight themed controller. Purchase a controller and get additional merch and in-game virtual rewards. Pre-orders are now open. Hurry up and grab one.
Yeah, but I don't really need a controller.
Well, today's special program has now come to an end. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
Trailblazers.
Can I hear it being sold out? They want literally though. I wouldn't be surprised.
An all-new, large-scale permanent game mode is coming soon. Revolutionize the battlefield with boundless strategy. Form a 10-person team. Choose your own extraordinary lineup.
A 10-person team. Do you think I know 10 people that are built on my team? I probably do. I couldn't even get my out. Literally, everything gets sold so fast.
Please stay tuned.
Hold on, I gotta go be a mod. Hold on. Hold on.